Little boy Patufet. Once upon a time, a father and a mother had a very tiny son. He was so small that they called him Patufet. Although he was quite a mischievous child, he enjoyed helping his mother with the housework. One day, his mother forgot to buy saffron, and Patufet insisted that he go to the shop and purchase some. "Patufet, you must watch out. You are very small and someone might tread on you. Be very cautious." "Don't worry, Mummy. I will sing loudly. If they fail to see me, surely they'll be able to hear me." His mother gave him the money. And Patufet set off to buy the saffron. The coin was bigger than the boy, and he had to carry it on top of his head. Therefore, the people in the street saw a walking coin. To avoid people stepping on him, he sang loudly.
Patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum.
Singing along happily, Patufet reached the store. "Ahem, ahem," said Patufet. "Who's there?" "I can't see you," said the shopkeeper. "My mother has sent me to buy her saffron. Can you give me some, please?" The shopkeeper could hear Patufet's voice but couldn't see him. "Look under the coin. My name is Patufet and I've come to buy some saffron." The shopkeeper picked up the coin and found Patufet beneath it, looking very smug and insisting that he wanted some saffron. The poor man put some saffron in a paper cone bag and gave it to Patufet. The boy held the bag tightly and left the shop, leaving behind the awestruck grocer. Once again in the streets, and in order to avoid people treading on him, Patufet sang his song.
Patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum.
All who saw the paper cone bag moving on its own were frightened and hid in the doorways. Back home, his mother felt very proud that his son was growing up and had been successful in bringing home the saffron. Feeling strong and capable, Patufet asked his mother if he could take his lunch to his father who worked in the fields. "Oh no, my little one, not that. The basket is very heavy and the road is full of big stones and also water puddles from yesterday's rain." But Patufet insisted, so much that his mother ran out of excuses and she allowed him to go. Though small, the boy was very strong and he proudly loaded the basket onto his back. All the way he sang the same song he'd sang in the village, so if people failed to see him, at least they'd be sure to be able to hear him.
Patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum.
Halfway down the road, Patufet stopped for a rest, for although he was stubborn to admit it, the basket he was carrying for his father's lunch was very heavy and he was exhausted. He sat beside a vegetable garden and all of a sudden it began to rain. To shelter himself from the rain, Patufet hid under a cabbage. Feeling nice and comfortable, he fell asleep. An ox that happened to be eating grass nearby saw the cabbage and ate it up in one gulp, together with Patufet. It was getting late and Patufet's parents were worried, for he had not returned. They searched in the village and they shouted, "Patufet, where are you?" Nobody answered. They went to the fields and shouted, "Patufet, where are you?" After a while they heard a distant voice that said, "I'm inside the ox's belly. I'll be found from the rain and snow. I'm safe and sound." Patufet's parents moved closer to the place where the voice came from, and they listened carefully to make sure they'd heard correctly. Inside the ox's belly, "I'll be found from the rain and snow. I'm safe and sound." When Patufet's parents realised that the boy was inside the ox, they desperately gave the animal plenty of grass to eat, loads of grass and loads of food, and the poor ox started to swell up. When it looked as if he was about to burst, the poor ox farted with all its might and out came Patufet. Patufet and his parents were happy to be reunited and they hugged each other. The three of them returned home singing along as they went.
patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum, patim patam patum.